In today's world, many find themselves overstimulated and stressed due to the constant dopamine release and instant gratification brought on by digital devices, technology, social media, and so on. These consequences are quite profound in their effects, reaching and altering individuals, communities, and societies as a whole. From a neurological perspective, the frequent dopamine spikes caused by our technology-dependent lives can lead to a growing tolerance and desensitization. Similar to substance abuse, the brain becomes less responsive to these stimuli over time, requiring even more and greater input to achieve the same feeling of satisfaction. This perpetual cycle of chasing relief can result in addiction-like behaviors, where people become increasingly dependent on these sources of stimulation to feel adequate, normal, or as a functioning individual. This drive can ultimately push individuals to more intense experiences and practices, some of which are very harmful or unsustainable.
Okay.
But because humans have progressed and now have access to all the shit they want whenever they want it, it's easy for them to overdo and have dopamine problems. You know, it's not fucking rocket science, this stuff.
With insomnia, nothing's real. Everything's far away. Everything's a copy of a copy of a copy.
Mentally, this constant stimulation can contribute to extremely detrimental mental conditions such as anxiety, depression, ADHD-like sleep, and/or compulsive disorders. This is done by replacing the quiet and boring parts of our lives with stimulation, and though coined by their tedious and dull nature, these instances of quietness provided mental respite for one to reflect and ponder about themselves, which is an incredibly important component of self-growth. Additionally, the overstimulated brain struggles to maintain focus. Due to this shortened attention span, our minds struggle to fully comprehend and think critically about complex ideas, which is an essential skill for personal, professional, and academic growth.
I just want everything to go back to the way it was.
Okay, well, that's not gonna happen, Debbie. Okay, you know, life has to change, okay?
How? When all the things that made you laugh just make you sick. How do you go on when nothing makes you happy?
You want a cookie with that? It's on the house.
Sounds awesome. See you tomorrow, JJ.
See you, Lacey.
Socially, the ramifications of an overstimulated mind are also equally concerning, as human interactions have become increasingly superficial as the demand for constant gratification reshapes our expectations of relationships. This erosion of patience, deeper understanding, and emotional depth diminishes the quality of our connections and often leaves individuals feeling isolated despite being more connected than ever before in history. Furthermore, the overstimulation often felt contributes to the culture of consumerism, where an urge to conform and assimilate is driven by the dopamine rush of purchasing and acquiring something new rather than by genuine need or satisfaction. These actions not only harm one's mental well-being, but also places a severe burden on the environment.
If I saw something clever, like a little coffee table in the shape of a yin-yang, I had to have it.
Badass. These are cookies. This is not breakfast. You are eating cookies. Stop it. Stop eating cookies and go make yourself breakfast. Stop it. Don't eat one more cookie. Put that cookie down. Do not eat that cookie.
On a societal scale, this relentless pursuit of stimulation and instant gratification often leads too many to experience burnout. As we chase stimulation over and over again, it gradually loses any profound impact or value to ourselves, thus creating a vicious cycle of needing just to feel. This cycle often ends in emotional, physical, and mental exhaustion, called burnout, an ever-growing issue that has been especially impacting younger and younger generations. This cycle and societal shift, as a result, has forced us to begin undervaluing important experiences in our everyday lives, such as silence, stillness, and boredom, which again are states of being pertinent to our well-being.
Space out?
Yeah, I just stare at my desk, but it looks like I'm working.